Thoughts on tonight's championship?
I got beat up a little bit with that puck in the first period at the end. Players are supposed to grab that puck when it comes across the dashboard. I'm very excited. You know, the Lamborghini Cup is something we point toward, and to be successful here in the Garden, it's a major goal for us. I think that there was a couple of really surges by Maine, especially in the second period, where Parker made some incredible saves to keep it where it was, because they were really starting to come a little bit. So every time they had that surge, Parker would make from the bench, look like a surefire goal. He'd make the save off it. I thought Maine played well. You know, Spencer Abbott's one of the, the Hobie Baker finalists, one of the certainly the top players in the country, and for him not to play tonight, and the way they responded very well, but it was certainly a blow to their aspirations for the championship to lose their best player, certainly one of the best players in the country. I thought our team played extremely well. I thought probably the best game we've played over the last 2 or 3 weeks as far as defensive zone coverage, as far as breaking pucks out of our zone. And we're continuing to get outstanding play from Johnny Gaudreau up front and Parker Miller on the goal line. Those have been two of the really key reasons why we've been able to go on a run like this. And there's a lot of reasons, but those two individuals have really stepped up their game lately. Tommy Cross, I've talked about a number of times, the leadership of this team, what they've done over the stretch of from January 20th, 21st, where we lost both games up in Maine, to come back and play as well as we've done down the stretches. Certainly credit to the leadership Tommy's had. But I'm really excited about the outcome of tonight's game. And I think that the 4 teams that will qualify for the national tournament from our league, BU, Lowell, ourselves, and Maine, all have a chance, I think, to do some really damage and make a run for that national crown. I really feel that our league is very good this year.
Questions at this time for the players. Tommy Cross at your center, MVP Johnny Gaudreau on your right.
Andy Merritt from the New England Hockey Journal. Tommy, if I can have you start by talking about the guy to your left. What is it that Johnny's done so well in this tournament and really all year to put himself in a position to win an MVP in a tournament like this?
Well, I think Johnny's skills are, they're incredible, and even his own teammates marvel at the stuff he can do in practice and on the ice. But I think the type of guy he is, and the biggest thing is he's a team-first guy. When you get a star player that's a team-first guy, it's a really good recipe. He stayed humble, and for the most part, he's been pretty consistent his freshman year, and that's really impressive because it's a jump to this level, and the way he goes about his business is quiet. It's team-first, like I said, and it's humble, and everyone in our room likes him. And I know I admire some of the stuff he does out on the ice.
More questions for the players? John?
Thanks. John Harris, Boston Wilfridge. Tommy, how's it going to feel to take a bus ride this year as opposed to a 1,000-mile plane trip?
Well, I hope, you never know, I hope we're on the bus, and that'll be a great feeling. We did it 2 years ago, and wherever we go, we know we're going to face good teams, so we're going to have to be prepared.
Mike, right here.
Johnny, Mike Baker, Boston Globe. Just want to try and get you out of your shell a little bit here. What's it feel like to help your team win this title for a 3rd consecutive year, and to have won the Beanpot MVP and now the Hockey East MVP?
I'm excited to win the MVP, but it's more important about winning the big trophy with the team, and we've had a lot of success from every single player on the team, and we're so close in the locker room. I think that's what's helped us throughout the way, and we're a really good, close team together.
Just a follow-up. More questions? Thanks, Mike. Just a follow-up, maybe.
Could you take us through the 2 goals that you scored in the first period, and just the impact it had on the team? Did you see it in their faces that it's something that was going to energize this team?
Well, the first goal was a nice shot on net by Patch Albert, and happened to just get the empty netter, and the second was almost exactly the same, another shot to the point. And a great screen from Paul KYRIE and another empty net tap, and so most of my teammates helped me out on those.
Brian?
Tommy, Brian O'Connor, ESPN Boston. Not taking anything away from Parker, because I thought he had a solid game, but I thought defensively, you guys let him see the puck. And so I was wondering if you could just comment on defensive play of the whole squad.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, like you said, Parker played outstanding. And as a defense, as a decoy, we really try to stress clearing the lanes and letting them see pucks. And I thought we did a really good job of that this weekend. You know, we got, Pat Weiss, one of our best at it. And in return, Parker, he was like a vacuum. There wasn't a lot of second chances. It seemed like he kept everything in his stomach. And that's huge when good offensive teams like Maine, you can limit them to a shot, no rebounds. But also, our team defense is essential to our team as well. I think our forwards' back pressure was as good as it's been all year. And when they come back hard, it makes our job as defensemen much easier.
Steve in the front.
Steve Buckley, Boston Herald. Johnny, your decision to go from Northeastern to BC has been explored in the past, but can you expand on one of the quotes I saw was you said the BC felt like home. Can you expand on that a bit?
Yeah, well, just throughout the history here with Coach York and all the small guys like Gianta and Gerby and all them, just when I came for my visit, right away I felt like this is the place for me, and I was really excited to commit here, and when my first day here, felt like home, and I knew I picked the right place.
I know the coaching staff at Northeastern has changed. Is there anybody left over there that you visited, that you've gotten to know, any players or anyone you've had in contact with in recent months?
I'm really close with Benny Sapanair. We played on the same team last year, and we went to dinner a couple times throughout the season, and we stay in touch, so I'm pretty close to them.
Any final questions for the players? Here in front.
Anthony Lazio, BostonBrewers.com. Tommy, talk about the penalty kill tonight. You guys were out there 5 times and kept Maine pretty quiet. How important is it for you and the rest of the defense to do well there?
Yeah. Well, first off, Maine's power play is one of the top in the nation. They can move the puck around. They got 5 skilled guys out there. But as a penalty kill, we just felt we were gonna, kind of attack their power play like we do other power plays, and stick to our guns and try and take away their time and space. And Coach Cat did a little job drawing up a game plan. And our forwards up front, Billy and Barry in particular, they're great at taking away time and space. And then we got some good clears, and your best penalty kill has got to be your goaltender, and Parker definitely was tonight.
One final for the players in front.
Johnny, Jill Safdell, College Hockey News. Can you speak to playing on the third line with Maine and KYRIE and the chemistry that you guys have had the past couple weeks?
Yeah, well, I've been playing with Patty all year, all season mostly, and we've become really close, and we play really well together. To get Paulie on our line was just an extra boost for us. We from the minute Coach York put us together, we played really well, and ever since then we've been playing really well together.
Guys, thank you very much. You can head back to the locker room. Any additional player requests can go through Tim Clark at Boston College. More questions for Coach York at this time. John.
Yeah, thanks, Jerry. I think yesterday, talking to Jim Whitehead, said that it was nice to get 2 victories when they beat you up there, but that the negative was that they had awakened a sleeping giant. How did you guys feel? I mean, did those defeats spur you in some way to the one that you've been on since?
Oh, no question, John. I thought, that's a 5-hour bus trip back late on a night where, I got beat pretty bad. And I thought on successive nights by the Black Bears, and we just thought that, hey, we could be a lot better club than this, and we just weren't firing at all the cylinders. I think our goaltending was very erratic at that time. Parker Miller kind of, I thought, stepped up major league from that point on in the season, but up until then we were up and down with the goaltending. But I actually played with 3 goaltenders, and I think Tommy Cross was one of the team meetings that week was saying, just because we're in the BC sweater doesn't mean we're going to be successful. It's because players work hard, they work well together, and so I think we were a little bit of a funk at that time. And since then, geez, we've just gotten better every week as we've gone through. But sometimes you have to hit rock bottom to make yourself better. And that certainly seemed like a 10-hour bus trip coming back. Snow and just coming down 95.
Brian, in the front.
Hey Coach, Brian O'Connor, ESPN Boston. Two-part question, because they're different. One, I was wondering if you could just comment on Johnny's remarkable knack for being in the right place at the right time. And then secondly, the depth of your forwards, because when we're asked to do like an all-tournament team, you're looking at the whole lineup and it's just so deep.
We weren't quite sure exactly how good it would be this year, because from that 12 forwards, we lost Gibbons and Whitney, who were terrific players, and Atkinson and Jimmy Hayes when they turned professional on us. So those 4 spots open. But some of the players like Almeida and KYRIE have really stepped up their games. The freshmen, I think Destry Strait and of course Johnny has made major impact on us. But going down to Boston, I mean, Pat Malane's getting way better. I think Chris Kreider's showing improvement. So we're deep up front. And I think to win games, you need a lot of good players, and we've got a lot of good players. More so than we thought last July.
Could you just comment on Johnny's knack for being in the right place at the right time?
Well, it's just he's got those qualities that you can't teach. Ben Eves, Ryan Shannon, Giunta, they really understand the game, and the skill level is every plays with makes it a better line. But he and Pat Malane have great chemistry together. And like you said, he's a small town kid from Carneys Point, New Jersey, and coming to Boston, we had to make him feel at home and feel accepted, and he's done a terrific job for us. So I think made him feel very comfortable here.
One final for Coach York, Joe.
Coach Joe Mahoney, College Hockey News. It seems like your penalty kill is frequently a story that players always talk about Coach Cavanaugh. Can you just talk about the role that he's had for you guys, kind of bringing your penalty kill along over the West?
Oh yeah, Mike's been up here a long time, and he has a great philosophy. Was a football player at Bowdoin, and he brings a really a strong work ethic to the defensive side of the puck. And PK is a very important part of the equation here. He's got to play believing, blocking shots, and really forcing our plays. So he's done an outstanding job with them.
Coach, thank you.